me. Okay, we'll get a better view now. I'm going to continue and finish up the Anchalila, summary of the Anchalila. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Kristaya Bhutale Shrimati Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namane Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Prachadane Nirvise Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. So it's Anchalila, chapter 20, starting with verse 102. Ebe Anchalila ganera kari anuvada kailepai lilara ashpada. Now let me repeat all the pastimes of the Anchalila, for if I do so I shall taste the pastimes again. Pratana Paritshede Rupera Dvitiya Milane Tadamaje Dui Nata Kera Vidana Shavana. The first chapter describes how Rupa Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu for the second time and how the Lord heard his two dramas, Vidagdha Madhava and Lalita Madhava. Tadamaje Shivananda Sangha Kukura Aila Prabhu Tade Krishna Kana Mukta Kadila. That chapter also describes the incident of Shivananda Sen's dog, who was induced by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to chant the holy name of Krishna and was thus liberated. Dvitiye Chota Haridasa Karela Sikshana Tadamaje Shivanandara Ascharya Darshana. Second chapter tells how the Lord instructively punished Junior Haridas. Also in that chapter, a description of the wonderful vision of Shivananda Sen. Tritiye Haridasara Mahima Prachanda Damodara Pandit Kaila Prabhure Vakya Danda. In the third chapter is a description of the forceful glories of Haridas Thakur. That chapter also mentions how Damodar Pandit spoke words of criticism to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Prabhu Nama Diya Kaila Brahmananda Mochan Haridasa Karila Namera Mahima Shtapana. Third chapter also tells how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu delivered everyone by bestowing upon the universe the holy name of the Lord. And it describes how Haridas Thakur established the glories of the holy name by his practical example. Chaturte Shri Sanatanara Dvitiya Milana Deha Tyaga Haite Tanra Korila Rakshana. Fourth chapter describes Sanatana Goswami's second visit with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and how the Lord saved him from committing suicide. Jaishta Masara Dupe Tanra Kaila Parichana Shakti Sanchariya Puna Pataila Vrindavana. The fourth chapter also tells how Sanatana Goswami was tested in the sunshine of Jaishta and was then empowered and sent back to Vrindavan. Panchame Prajuma Mishre Prabhu Kripa Kaudila Raya Dwara Krishna Kata Tanra Shunaila. Fifth chapter tells how the Lord showed his favor to Pradyumna Mishra and made him hear topics of Krishna from Ramananda Roy. Tadamaje Bangala Kavira Rataka Upekshana Swarupa Goswami Kaila Vidagdera Mahima Stapana. That chapter also describes how Swarup Damodar Goswami rejected the drama of the poet from Bengal and established the glories of the deity. Shaste Raghunath Dasa Prabhura Milnila Nityananda Agyeya Chida Mahatsava Kaila. The sixth chapter describes how Raghunath Das Goswami met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and performed the chipped rice festival in accordance with Nityananda Prabhu's order. Damodara Swarupa Tani Tanre Samarpila Govardhana Shila Gunja Mala Tanra Dila. That chapter also describes how the Lord entrusted Raghunath Das Goswami to the care of Swarup Damodar Goswami and gave Raghunath Das the gift of a stone from Govardhan Hill and a garland of small conch shells. Saptama Padis Chede Vallabha Bhattara Milana Nana Mate Kaila Tanra Garva Kardane. The seventh chapter tells how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Vallabha Sain, Vallabha Bhatta, and dismantled his false pride in various ways. Ashtame Ramachanda Puri Agamana Tanra Bhaya Kaila Prabhu Bhiksha Sankochana. The eighth chapter describes the arrival of Ramachandra Puri and how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu minimized his eating due to fear of him. Navame Gopinatha Patanayaka Mochan Tri Jagat Tera Loka Prabhu Paila Darshana. In the ninth chapter is a description of how Gopinath Patanayaka was delivered and how the people of the three worlds were able to see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Dasame Kahilun Bhakta Datta Ashwadhana Raghava Pandit Tanra Jarla Sajana. In the 10th chapter, I've described how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tasted the food given by his devotees, and I've also described the assortment of prasadam in the bags of Raghava Pandit. Taramaje Govindara Kaila Parikshana Taramaje Parimunda Nityara Varnana. Also in that chapter is a description In the 10th chapter, I've described how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tasted the food given by his devotees. I've also described the assortment of prasadam in the bags of Raghava. Taramaje Govindara Kaila Parikshana Taramaje Parimunda Nichara Virnane. Also in that chapter is a description of how the Lord examined Govinda and how he danced in the temple. Ekadashe Haridasa Thakura Niyana Bhakta Vatsalya Yahande Kaila Gora Bhagavana. The 11th chapter describes the disappearance of Haridas Thakur and how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, showed his affection for his devotees. Dwadasha Jagadananda Taila Banjana Nityananda Kaila Shivanandara Tadana. 12th chapter are descriptions of how Jagannath Pandit broke a pot of oil and how Nityananda chastised Shivananda, saying, Trayodashe Jagadananda Mathura Jay Aila Maprabhu Deva Dasira Gita Shunila. 13th chapter tells how Jagadananda Pandit went to Mathura and returned, and how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu by chance heard a song sung by a Devi Dasi dancing girl. Raghunatha Bhattacharya Tahana Milina Prabhu Tanra Kripa Kari Pataila Vrindavana. Also in the 13th chapter is an account of how Raghunath Bhatt met Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the causeless Chatur Dase Divyonmada Aramba Banana Sharira Eta Prabhu Mana Gela Vrindavana. 14th chapter describes the beginning of the Lord's spiritual trance, in which his body was at Jagannath Puri, but his mind was in Vrindavan. Taramaje Prabhuda Singha Dware Patan Asti Sandhi Tyaga Anu Bhavera Udgama. Also in that chapter is a description of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down in front of the Singadora temple gate. It also describes how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell down in front of the Singadora, his bones separated at joints, and how various transcendental symptoms awakened in him. Chatak Parvak Deki Prabhuda Davana Dharamaje Prabhu Kichu Pralapa Varnana. Also in that chapter is a description of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ran toward the Chataka Parvak and then spoke like a madman. Chapter is a description of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ran toward Chataka Parvat and spoke like a madman. Pancha Dase Padis Chede Ujjana Vilase Vrindavana Brahme Yahan Kadila Praveshe. In the 15th chapter is a description of how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the garden in his earphones and mistook it for Vrindavan. He mistook it. Tadamaje Prabhuda Panchandriya Akarshana Tadamaje Kodila Rase Krishna. Also in this chapter is a description of the attraction of Lord Chaitanya's 5 senses to Krishna and how he searched for Krishna in the rasa dance. Shivanandara Balaka Shloka Kadila Singha Dware Prabhude Krishna Dekaila. It also describes how Shivananda Saint's son composed a verse and how the doorkeeper of the Singha Dwara showed Krishna to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Mahaprasadera Tahan Mahima Varnila Krishna Dharam Ritara Pala Shloka Ashvadila. Also in that chapter, The glories of Mahaprasad are explained, and a verse is tasted describing the effect of nectar from the lips of Krishna. Saptadashe Gabi Maje Prabhuda Patane Kumar Kara Anu Bhavera Tahani Udgama. The 17th chapter recounts how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu fell among the cows and assumed the form of a tortoise as his ecstatic emotions awakened. Krishnara Shabda Gune Prabhuda Nana Akarshila Ka Streg Riga Ate. Krishnara Shabda. That chapter also tells how the attributes of Krishna's sound attracted the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who then described in ecstasy the meaning of the Ka Stri Anga Te verse. Bhave Shabalye Puna Kaila Pralapana Karnamrita Shlokara Arta Kaila Vivarana. The 17th chapter also tells how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, due to the conjunction of his various ecstatic emotions, again began speaking like a madman and described in detail the meaning of the verse from the Krishna Karnamrita. Ashtadase Padis Chede Sumudra Patana Krishna Gopi Jalakale Tahandara Shana. The 18th chapter is an account of how the Lord fell into the ocean and in ecstasy saw in that ocean. In the 18th chapter is an account of how the Lord fell into the ocean and in ecstasy saw in a dream the pastimes of the water fight between Krishna and the gopis. Tahari Dekila Krishnara Vanya Bhojan Jaliya Utaila Prabhu Aila Swabhavana. In that dream, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw Krishna's picnic in the forest. As Lord Chaitanya floated in the sea, the fisherman caught him, and then the Lord returned to his own residence. All this is in the 18th chapter. Vasanta Rajanite Pushpa Jane Vivahana Krishnara Saurabhya Shlokara Arta Vivarana. That chapter also describes Krishna's wandering in the garden of a spring night, and it fully describes the meaning of the verse about the scent of Krishna's body. Skip to 19. The 19th chapter is a description of how Lord Chaitanya rubbed his face against the walls and spoke like a madman. In the 19th chapter is a description of how Lord Chaitanya rubbed his face against the walls and spoke like a madman because of separation from Krishna. Vasante Rajanite Pushpadhyana Vivarana Krishnara Saurabhya Shlokara Arta Vivarana. That chapter also describes Krishna's wandering in the garden on the spring night, and it fully describes the meaning of the verse about the scent of Krishna's body. Vimsha Padishade Nija Sikshastaka Padiya Tara Arta Ashvadila Prema Vishta Hana. This 20th chapter tells how Lord Chaitanya recited his own 8 slokas and tasted their meaning in ecstatic love. Bhakta Shikhaiteye Shikshaktaka Kohila Se Shlokasta Kara Arta Punak Ashvadila. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu composed these 8 stanzas to instruct the devotees, but he also personally tasted their meaning. Mukya Mukya Lilara Arta Korelun Katana Anuvada Haite Smare Granta Vivarana. I have thus repeated that principal pastimes in their meaning. I have thus repeated the principal pastimes and their meaning, for by such repetition one can remember the descriptions of the book. Eka eka parishchada kata aneka prakar mukya mukya kahilun kata na yaya vistar. In every chapter there are various topics, but I have repeated only those which are principal, for not all of them could be described again. Shri Radha Saha Shri Madan Mohan, Shri Radha Saha Shri Govinda Charana, Shri Radha Saha Srila Gopinath, E Tina Takurahaya, Godi Yara Nath. The Vrindavan deities of Madan Mohan with Srimati Radharani, Govinda and Srimati Radharani, and Gopinath of Srimati Radharani are the life and soul of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas. Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Shri Yuta Nityananda, Shri Advaita Acharya, Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Shri Swarupa, Shri Rupa, Shri Sanatan, Shri Guru, Shri Raghunath, Shri Jiva Charan, Nitya Shire Dare, E Sabara Charan, Yatta Haite Haya. So that my desires may be fulfilled, I place the lotus feet of these personalities on my head. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu with Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya and their devotees, as well as Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sri Sanatan Goswami, Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, who is my spiritual master, and Jiva Goswami. Raghunath Das, purport, was instructing spiritual master of Krishna Das Kaviraj. Therefore be described as his. The mercy of their lotus feet is my spiritual master, and my words are my disciples, whom I have made dance in various ways. Purport. Upadhyayi or Upadhyaya refers to one who teaches when approached. Upecha adiyate asmat. In the Manusamhita it is said, Eka desham tu vedasya medanganyapi va puna yo jai payati vritti artam. Upadhyaya sa uchate. One who teaches others a part of the Vedas or literature supplementary to the Vedas may be called a Upadhyaya. It also refers to one who teaches art. Shishyara Shramadeki Guru Nachana Rokila Kripanana Chaya Vani Vasiya Rahila. Seeing the fatigue of the disciples, the spiritual master stopped making them dance. And because that mercy longer makes them dance, my words. Seeing that the fatigue of the disciples, the spiritual master stopped making them dance, and because that mercy no longer makes them dance, my words now sit silently. Ani puna vani apane nachita najane yata nachaila nachi korila vishrame. My inexperienced words do not know how to dance by themselves. The mercy of the Guru made them dance as much as possible, and now after dancing they have taken rest. Sabha Shrota Ganara Kari Charana Vandana Yan Sabara Charana Kripa Shubera Karana. I now worship the lotus feet of all my readers, for by their mercy of the lotus feet there is good fortune. Chaitanya Charitamrita Ye Jana Shune Tanra Charana Duna Koron Muni Pane. If one hears the pastimes of Lord Chaitanya as described by Chaitanya Charitamrita, and wash his feet and drink the water. Shotara Padarenu Koron Nastaka Bhushana Tomara E Amrita Pile Sapala Haila Shrama. I decorate my head with the dust of the lotus feet of my audience. Now you have all drunk this nectar, therefore my labor is successful. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Pade Yareyash Chaitanya Charitamrita Kohe Krishna Das. Praying at the lotus feet of Shri Rupa and Shri Raghunath, always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Chaitanya Charitamrita following in their footsteps. Charitam Amritam Etat Shila Chaitanya Vishnu Shubhadam Ashubhanashi Shadayasya Vadayetya Tad Amala Pada Padme Bringatamecha Soyam Rasayati Rasamuchai Prema Madhvika Puran. The Chaitanya Charitamrita is filled with the activities of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. It invokes all good fortune and destroys everything inauspicious. If one tastes the nectar of Chaitanya Charitamrita with faith and love, I become like a bumblebee, tasting the honey of the transcendental love from his lotus feet. Shriman Madan Gopal Govinda Deva Tushtaye Chaitanyarpitam Astabe Chat Chaitanya Charitamritam. Since this book, Chaitanya Charitamrita, is now complete, having been written for the satisfaction of the most opulent deities, Madan Mohan and Govindaji, let it be offered the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya. Parimale Vasita Bhuvanam Swa Rason Madita Rasagya Rolambam Giridhara Charam Bojam Kalu Rasika Samite Katum. Realized devotees are like bumblebees, maddened by their own mellows of Krishna's lotus feet. The scent of those lotus feet perfumes the entire world. Who is the realized soul? Who is the realized soul who could give them up? Shake Sindhavni Venundo Jaiste Vrindavanantare Suryahe Sita Panchayam Granto Yam Purna Tamgata. In Vrindavan in the year 1537, Shakabda era 1615, in the month of Jaishta, May and June, on the 5th day of the waning moon, it has been completed, this Chaitanya Charitamrita. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports of the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anchalila. Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai. Much more to come, but that's enough for now. 30 minutes.